To use the record player, you only need to do a few things. Make sure you've got a record on and that you've cleaned it. Then you need to make sure that the speed setting is set to 33. You can also set to 45 if you want. The middle selection is 0 speed, meaning it won't spin at all. So we can look at that in a second. This is the stylus here. And then the stylus is held, the tone arm is held down by this lock. So you want to make sure that the lock is open. If you ever want to move the turntable, you should make sure the lock is engaged to hold the turntable in place so you won't damage the stylus. This little lever here will lift up the tone arm. So when you press the lever up, the tone arm raises up and it allows you, the tone arm, to then be moved over and it's held in space. So to set the needle on the record, you set it so that the small hashed line on the front of the cartridge is over the edge of the record. You don't want it to be on the outside because then needle is going to drop and not be on the record. So you want it to be there. Okay. And then you push the lever down and the needle will drop onto the record and start to play. To finish, you just lift the needle up and then return the tone arm back to the position, its rest, press the lever down, and the tone arm will drop down. So regarding the speed, you can see that when you put it in the middle position, it stops spinning. And then when it's in the 45 position, it just goes faster for the small 45 records. This may be hard to see in this video, but you have a speed control here. And here at the bottom row, you see some little dots, and they seem to not be moving. In fact, they are moving, but you have a strobe. This light is a strobe that's blinking at the frequency such that it looks like the dots are not moving. So the dots should not move. If they do move, then you need to adjust the wheel. There you can see they're moving. You need to adjust the wheel until they stop moving. So that ensures that the notes are at the proper pitch. Like that. When the record gets to the end, we'll just put the needle down here. Right now, the tone arm will not auto-return, so the needle will just safely sit there and wait for you to lift it up. So again, you lift up with the little lever that lifts the tone arm off of the record. You can see it's now off of the record, and then you move the tone arm back to its little position, and then let it down and you're done. And again, if you ever want to move the turntable, make sure you lock the tone arm so you don't damage the cartridge.